guys, I have a meeting in 6 minutes and I thought I'll probably clear one concept in this video before I get into that meeting. So up until now, if you followed my videos on Git, you've understood there are three critical areas that you work with when you're working on Git. One is the work area, the other is staging area, and the third is the commit area. And this is the origin from where you clone your primary repository. Okay, so after you git clone, you do git add to move from work area to staging area. Then you move from staging area to commit area using git commit. And then you move from commit area to origin using git push. If you do not follow what I'm saying here, see my previous video on Git. It should be clear. Today we are going to look at a specific use case. So say for example, you do not want to go and create an account on GitHub and you do everything locally. That is, you want to create your origin and local all on your laptop. How do we do that? Is what we're going to look at today. So to start with, what we will do is we'll pick up Git Init command. So Git Init command without any options, or at least without the option bare, lets you. So let me go to the directory here. And if I say Git Init, it initializes this specific folder, the Git folder, as my Git repository. So this becomes my Git repository. Now, if I do a git add, git commit, I can continue working on it. I can have the versioning for any folder on my local laptop locally. But what we want to do is we want to be able to create a new repository and give the ability to us or anybody else to clone from that repository. That's exactly what we're trying to do. So what I will do is I will go ahead and delete this hidden folder. And for the sake of clarity, if you do not see the .git folder, make sure you go to Git, go to options. Make sure you go to views, go to options, go to change folder and such options, and go to views and say show hidden files folders. There's another thing I usually like to do is I remove this hide extension for known file types. If you want to do that, you can do it. We'll see in future videos why that's beneficial. So what I will do is I will go ahead back to this and I'll say copy. Now if you go back here, you'll see a folder called My Origin Apple. If I go inside here, you do not see a .git folder, but you see the expanded content of .git directly at this level. So what this means is this bare repository is not supposed to be used directly to create your working tree. You're supposed to be cloning out from here. Okay, so what I will do is I will go ahead and clone this repository. So I will say git clone file, because that's the protocol we want to use, and it's c:/delete, this is the path that I'm looking at, /git /my origin apple. So it clearly says git clone, this command, destination path my origin apple already exists. So that's a good sign. So what we will do is we will give it a name, my local apple. So now you have a new folder here called my local apple, and if you go and look into this, you'll see the .git folder inside it. That means this gives you a working tree. You can create your working tree over here. So we'll do exactly that. What I will do is I'll do echo hello world to hello.txt. All right, I need to be inside local apple, and I'll run the same command. to create that file here. Now you can see its status. The file is there as untracked. I will do git add, git commit. I don't need to do git push. If I need to do git push, I can still do it because let me show you one more command here. If you want to see which are your remote repositories, you can say git remote -v. That will show your origins to you. So origin has been mapped to my origin apple. So I can still do git push, and it has pushed all your content to that repository. Now assume there's another person who wants to clone from my origin apple. So he comes in here, he does exact same thing, git clone file colon and then gives a name, my local apple 2. I mean, he would not need to worry about this because when he's cloning this, my origin apple would not really be there, so he wouldn't need to give a different name. But since we are doing it from the same folder, we have to give a different name. So you'll see my local apple 2 is here. Now if I go and do git status or cd my local apple 2, and if I say git status, there's nothing in there, right? But if I do git log to look at who all has committed this, I can see the commit that was done by first user from my local apple inside my local apple 2. Now what I will do is I will make a change in my local apple 2. So I'll say echo hello 2. So double is to append to hello.txt. So if I say cat hello.txt, you would see that both the contents are there. So when you use single angle bracket, it overrides, double appends. Okay, so hello 2 is there. Now if I say git status and I do git add, git commit, and then git push, I'm going to go to the different one now, my local apple one, git status. And then if I do git log, you'll still see there's only one commit because we haven't pulled anything from the remote, right? What I will do now is git pull. And if I say git log now, it shows me both the commits. Pretty interesting topic here. You know, we will continue this in the next video, but I have to get into a meeting, so I'm going to go off from here. But try to practice this and get a hold of it. Very good technique to learn Git. Have a good day, guys.